Riffle. He's coming.
I don't think it matters at this point. Okay, Ark. Whoa now, buddy. Oh, whoa.
Spider-Man challenge, Impossible Edition. What is this?
Oh, he gets landed on by the other Spider-Man. Oh no.
Oh, he's here.
Riffle's back.
You can hear him. Oh my God.
He got pieced up. Yeah, no.
Look at him. Look at him.
You're disgusting, Rift.
The big rift. Unstoppable. That's what I'm talking about.
Reboot who?
NA West where? Real region?
Wow.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
I was gonna say a little too far, Chow, okay?
That was a...
You cut it out now.
Listening.
We're in this together, okay? That one? Slow down now. No.
I gotta be careful. It's game 6 vibes, you know? We get carried away.
Game 6 vibes. We're coming into it. It's hot.
Started the day violating Mega, and then I violated an entire hemisphere of the Earth.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Have you seen what happens when you go at a region like Brazil or something? Okay.
Dad, listen, Brazil,
don't unleash, man. Don't unleash the West dogs. All right, you don't want that.
That's true. That's true.
Kind of almost did, by the way. Last FNCS, I tweeted at, so happy FNCS is over, but West was still up. You got to see the West comments. They were not happy. They were not happy that I tweeted that during their region. Okay. I was talking about my personal experience here.
People rotating endgame, stopping to reply to your tweet.
Ever since Faxy's been in my DMs, whenever there's a tournament, we pieced up every time. It's my boy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, Season Yuz in the running right now.
Blepo in the sitting right now.
It's reps. Illicit Slacks here, trying to make some work of Strep. The Strep's gonna back off. Okay, a little reset, get the heals on. Reinitiate. Ooh. Okay.
It's a lot of distraction. Okay. Just
Yeah, they know exactly where he's at, right? Well,
Are you sure about that?
No, they don't.
You sure about that?
They know nothing. Okay.
All right, they're out. Respectfully. That's the thing with these gauntlets. You get shot, you stop, you take fall damage. You also get beamed from the backside. Slacks just does not know what's going down. He's gonna try for another swing again. Strep is gonna follow him down. Strep is on a clock though. Look at the HP. Very, very low.
Ooh, finds a med kit. You know, Strep's got one too. Okay, all right. They find a shotgun shot there. That could have been really bad, honestly, for Slacks and Ills there. They get what they need. I love this sliding mechanic, how useful it can be in situations like this. Okay, you're gonna spend a lot of time here, buddy. It's gonna start doing a lot of that. Like, get your med kit. Yeah, get your heals off. You gotta get out of here, guys. They were targeted, by the way, in the distance. The longer they stay here, the more likely other teams are gonna kind of test them as they exit.
This is nuts. I feel like everyone's still moving all the way across. Note the sincerity / seriousness of this game. 39 people alive. In games before, it's usually 60 to 80. At this point, people are keying, Monster. No one's on the inside of the zone. It's got a complete dead side.
I was gonna ask, but where is Agers and Rise? And there they are. They're in the distance. They're alive. Oh, look, Vert's up too. Okay, people that matter are definitely here. Miro and Scented are here. Yeah, where's Clixton Day? True question.
I need that wide shot again, pronto. But this time, rotate it like a blender. You know what I mean? Just keep it going 360 degrees at crazy speeds. I want to see everything at all times.
Just put the drone and turn up the speed a little bit, fly around.
I want to put on a VR headset right now and jump into the game. I want to be that immersed.
Forgot the name of the pill you have to drink to end motion sickness, but yeah. Need that one, dude.
Or you can just close your eyes. Well, then what's the point of wearing the headset? You're right. Never mind.
Rhymes with F, ends in V.
True say. But at the same time, never say it.
Not allowed to. Jackie, they couldn't find a fight here. 2 elims, okay. Pretty good, pretty good.
I'm liking
Edgy
it.
and Duke there.
I'm literally glued to the front of my monitor. I'm trying to look for any type of name that rhymes with licks and hay, but I don't see it.
What's the play here? Oh, yeah, they're spotted out. You know, notice though, Jack and Acorn are doing this every single game, playing bushes like confidently like this with SMGs and like Mark 7s. It's like their literal strat. They've been doing it a lot.
It works when the lobby's kind of stacked and people can run into you.
Yeah.
What they need to do, yeah, they marked it. They need to run to that house ASAP, even now, just so they can refarm something. They've got nothing for mats at all. 200 wood for the moment. That's vital brick, a little bit of metal as well along the whole way. And not being greedy here with the mats might cost them. No, it's all good. They get in, now they're on the clock. The zone's moving in about 1 minute. They got 60 seconds to farm. Bizzle and Pump close to bottom 20 are right behind them, and they're gonna go straight for the fight. Acorn's 1 HP. Do they knock him? I'm not sure. Jack loses all his shields. Ooh. No, he's at a sliver right now. This is maximum trouble. Jack's at 40. Just even a lick of that SMG, the Stinger. It's done, like poison, but now they've got a split down. Okay, piece control there though. Jack's in a bunch of trouble. Dodges a few shots, but he's down. Acorn, 51 HP. You can breathe on him, and he'll go down. And that's a mighty puff from the side of Bizzle. They're gone. They're out.
I don't even want to know how he grabbed that wall. That was crazy. And the edit, instantaneous. Quick shut down right there. Pumping Bizzle, by the way, out the edge of the storm. Just out of nowhere. The most unexpected play there. Wrap up Jack and Acorn just like that. They get to sleep the night off, though. It's late over there on the East Coast. GG's. Gonna be their tournament run for the JBL Quantum Cup. We'll see how high they manage to make it up the standings there after, again, several consistent games, right? So they weren't completely out of the running here. There's Illis and Slacks at 5 elims right now. So no real clue where they stand in the overall kind of scheme of things here. They've been pretty okay as well on the day.
Definitely had their moments, especially in challenging height. I believe against Kanata and Saf, they got denied. Slacks, wake up! Please!
Oh, hey,
come
yeah,
back.
tournament. Whoa, what's up? What's up? We rotating yet? Yeah? Okay, let's go. Come, I'm good. I'm back.
My man's checking his DMs and getting spammed.
He's defending you against the West Lords. That's what he's doing right now.
True. Momentum's haven't exploded yet. I think the insurance covered it. We're chilling.
No, it makes sense. Remember, we're 4 minutes ahead, so it's just like all coming together right now. It's literally timing.
I'm gonna deactivate Twitter like in 30 seconds. It'll all be fine.
Oh, look at that. Healing while he plays lookout.
I like that.
Oh, what about a big brain play? Like you go for a dry peek with no shield, but or like before that, and he's holding the spray behind you.
Yeah, I mean,
how much damage can you take?
You'll be able to take like 20 extra damage. I think in the grand scheme of things, you'll only be able to survive for what, like an extra a second and a half?
Could be the
difference. You're just getting beamed. I could make the difference. You know, you're right. It's true. Yeah, 1 HP though. There they are. Vixen Day. Oh no. They're beside the big rift though. That's a toughie.
Be too easy. We had it all. Okay? Just a little glimpse for the boys.
True. They give it to us in parts, right? All the MCU movies don't come out at the same time. They section them, you know?
Launchpad comes out. Okay, they get to recycle that.
Ooh, I like that. I like that ramp trap where you think that it's a free line of sight, no POV, and then boom, Slacks just destroys it. They're all in zones, so they have to be very careful. This might not be the exact spot they want to be at, maybe just a little bit higher, but they're keeping things close and personal. Looking for the sprays and the beams. They have some of the best loot to fight close range. All they need is a mat refresh, an ammo refresh, a meds refresh. They need to fight 100% right now if they want to win this game.
Slacks and Illis fighting like they can take first place from everybody right here and now. They want this. They want this more than anybody.
Look, I'm listening to a marching band with snare drums all across the server.
dangerous world out there.
Definitely. Oh, look at the difference right now in positioning. Creo and Vert all the way down in the depths of the mountains. Duke, Edgy all the way up top. Big Chillink. Aegis and Rise in one of the best spots ever that I've seen, at least. I didn't catch where Clicks was exactly, but they were amongst 3 different duels, so I'm not even sure if they survived the situation they were in.
You're worried too much about Clicks. This is all about Slacks and Illis right here. Like, they have to do this. If they want to win this whole tournament. They need to eliminate everybody.
They do need every elim on the server. Definite
look.
possibility.
Okay, wait. Vert's up though.
Vert is up, but look, Clicks is like winning and also up. So if they don't go down, no one else can really win. The focus here has to be on Clicks and Dan. They take out the shield of Oliver OG and Jeff. Edgy behind them. They have one of the best spots all the way at the front of the server. We tuned in with Edgy and Duke for some reason. Not exactly sure where they are on the boards.
This is
But
it.
they're gonna be right beside Clicks.
It's important. Big tags
They
are
find
here.
some shots.
Huge right there. Duke finds a couple tags. Doesn't see to come out of it. Okay. 22
Aegis.
players remaining. Day finds another one in defeat. Day is still going crazy right now.
Aegis is going crazy too. Every time Day gets an elimination, Aegis is there to match it. So they're side by side. Top 12, 22 people left. If it goes all the way to 10 and Day and Clicks are still alive, I feel like that might just be wraps. But if Aegis survives too, he has a chance. Men are just falling from the sky. It's raining bodies.
Slacks gets
One
taken
gets
out.
picked up. Oh no.
Slacks is down.
Where's Illis?
Can't do it. Aegis and Rise are still up here in the low ground as well. Duke and Edgy working their way out of the outskirts. So Creo and Vert managed to find one another here in the end game. Clicks has got no shield. He gets taken out by Yuz, but it doesn't matter. Because we have Speedy Mate fighting for high ground in the most important fight. And there it is. He falls to Jeff. Jeff is on high ground. This
Jeff
is it.
Versus Osp. It's going crazy. Cease and Yuz in the same box. Where is Day? Did he live? I have no clue. But Aegis and Rise are alive. They boxed one person up. It was Jeff.
What?
They take out Jeff.
How? He's on high ground.
This is high ground now.
Okay, so actually though, Aegis and Rise have a lot of runway here to do something big, and
Another
they find
one.
Charlie. Hold up, this is starting to get interesting, guys. We might have a tournament on our hands here for Aegis and Rise at 4 eliminations. We don't know what Day and Clicks managed to pick up, so their position, it's a mystery.
Absolute, complete shock of a riddle. But for Rise and Aegis, the solution might be clear. All they have to do is push forward and win this game. 4 more eliminations. And maybe we call it. Maybe we mess it up. It doesn't matter. The spirit, it's there. Aegis and Rise. 4 eliminations all on Aegis right now. Steam coming out of his ears. Another big hot pump in terms of speed. A big beam. That team has to have no mats available. They didn't even replace that wall. Aegis knows this. He moves over to the right. Duke's still popping off. Pump right beside them too. They have so many duos to go right through. Rise and Aegis at the very front side of the zone. You see Vert kind of pop in there with Creo right behind. Whoever wins this fight might end up winning it all too. Duke and Edgy now start to collapse in. Aegis, Rise have to move and maybe win their worst. Edgy slap, Duke denied. That's what I'm talking about. Aegis and Rise are on fire.
Puts him on the board for a big 6 here. Hold up. Aegis and Rise, my pick to actually possibly do this whole thing. And he's not stopping. That's down on Vert. All right. Actual important elimination captured on live air here. This is incredible here. Aegis at now 7 eliminations. The story, the plot, it thickens. Rise is by himself now up against Aegis here on the backside, running, playing the low. Aegis and Rise working one another, gets to rotate through the side here. This is crazy.
They're deep inside the zone. 6 chuck splashes. Aegis staying alive. What a rotation. They block everyone off. Big sprays. Oh my God, Aegis.
Okay.
6 eliminations.
Whoa.
They're taking out everyone. Oscar's all the way up top. It's a 2v2. Height versus low. It's team versus team. They've got the splashes, though. They're full HP. Shield's looking good, too. All on Aegis. 600 mats. He splits a few. I'm smelling a retake coming. It's about to go down.
It's all coming together here. The story, as it just melts into one another here. We're getting ourselves a real standoff here. Osp versus Revives on high ground. I think they're out of mats too, by the way. Notice they stopped inching their way forwards here. Osp jumps down. He commits into the box. No way. He gets eaten alive there. Age is just something else right now with this SMG in hand. It's fully loaded as well. He dumps back into the storm. Rise is playing the front side. Revives backs up. Does he have enough to actually out-heal this? That was way too early. We're on a new season. You cannot do that anymore. Revives jumps back and he realizes, no, it was a mistake. And it was well played for Rise and Agers, who might have actually just won the tournament, by the way.
The JBL Quantum Cup potential winners. And they're insane, magnificent even, huge, large could describe what they just did. That was just nuts. They had to take out so many people to make the gap up and win the game, and Clicks and Day had to go down early and Fallout. That all might have happened.
Insanity. I mean, they had to take the game into their own hands, and they do with a perfect game 6, popping off with high elims. Now the question is, they had a 27-point deficit. Did they break the 27+ point mold in addition to whatever they were able to get, maybe in Clicks and Day in their own points in their own right? Because I think Clicks and Day got at least top 10, maybe top 12 monster. We saw Day alive at the end there.
Yeah, definitely. They were in the end game all the way through, and what had happened was you saw the feed there. Day found some, and Clicks fell first. It was crazy, but I do know Vert and Creo were up too.
Yeah.
So, and remember, it was like a 3-way tie coming into the last game. It's actually insane.
Yeah, Vert and Creo were also alive. We saw Pump alive, obviously, further down in the standings, so probably not going to mean a whole lot, but Pump and Bizzle were able to make it to somewhat of a late game as well. Crazy finish here. We saw Cypher and Pink, of course, the duo. Pink playing from the EU. Early fight against Saf and Kanata, which I said Saf and Kanata would win that game. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong about that bold prediction. I was thinking maybe I'd pull something outlandish, and it did not necessarily come into fruition here. But overall, it was a massive performance from Agers and co. Huge last game right there, as Agers and Rise are able to pop off. We'll catch that in the late game here as we take a look at Arkham Child.
Yeah, I mean, Arkham, you can't really spell Arkham without, Ark. And the man was on one. Absolute demonic uprise. It was a lot of fun to watch. Shout out to the West scene. I love the entire West scene and how it goes. Maximum respects over to them. At the same time, Jack and Acorn, they're rolling in. Kind of getting bodied, though. It's kind of insane. Bizzle and Pump putting them straight into the Kalata. That's Arabic word for blender, actually.
Crazy.
So absolutely insane. Past that as well, Slacks Illis, I mean, Monster, they could have won the whole thing, man.
I mean, listen,
they got every elim in the server.
Yeah, it was incredible. Like we had that last game handed to us on a platter. We had a 3-way near tie at the very end, and then Duke and Edgy take high ground. Like,
that's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took high ground, but decided to give up high ground in that, with, as you saw right there with the Spidey Gauntlets. And then it was Speedy and Muzz with high ground for time being. So many high ground changes. Ultimately, we saw Duke and Edgy do a good job picking up a few elims in the rotations here. And this is when it became the Agers and Rise show, picking up elim after elim on the low ground. It started with Jeff Monster.
Yeah, just insane. And honestly, this is where things got really interesting, because now we had Creo and Vert in the end game. Yeah, Cease and Yuz, who had a realistic chance for first place. And just again, the phenomenal run. All jokes aside, like Rise and Agers might have actually done it. Like, they popped off and they close out with a big dubski. You don't really see finishes like this. And then again, just putting these SMGs to work.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you found yourself in a box with Agers and Rise, there was not enough room for more than 2 people in that box, and Rise and Agers weren't leaving that box either. So by default, you had to look at it. 46 points. You go all the way down to Clicks and Day, 21. That's a difference of 25, if I'm not mistaken. So does it seem like enough? Who knows, though? Could be some genie magic in the business. You know what I mean? Maybe something wasn't tallied right. I still want to wait for that final result, but just look at who popped off in that game. Cease and Yuz are up there. Creo and Vert also putting in the effort. Jeff with some crazy high ground antics. That was a fun one.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. There is this genie magic that goes on in the business. We'll see what type of genie magic there is. I mean, yeah, certainly we can't call it too early to call, but we thought that they had a 27-point lead, and that them being Day and Clicks, we'll see if it was enough for them to hold on. It'll be a nail biter for sure. But then there's also Austin Revised, really consistent play for them. Another 4th place, 30-point finish should break them into the top 5 overall. And then Charlie and Spegu, who you gave a lot of hype to, they had a pretty solid last 2 games as well, Monster.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what matters, right? These post-match results here, who popped off in the game, you know, like, again, we talk about catching your highlights, catching your moments. Players did just that, and most importantly, might be the difference for our #1 team of Aegis and Rise there from that post-match.
Yeah, and then Glace and Trashy in 16th place after game 6, or at least, sorry, as of game 6, not after, because these aren't the overall standings, but they were in 4th or 5th, had a big game 5. I wonder if that's enough for them to hang on to a top 5 finish. For those that are just tuning in, if you're wondering why we're harping on the top 5, well, that's where our prize pool gets paid out. 5th place is the last place to get paid for $2,000 of the overall $35,000 prize pool. So it is a must-perform type of format where you need to place top 5. On our last page here, again, Booga and Skittles, not the best showing after they did win game number 5. They get taken out early alongside Pink and Cypher. We saw that on screen, and the young duo also getting last place in this one overall. So with that said, that's kind of the post-match results. We're calculating the overall standings, and I cannot wait to see how the top 5 is going to shake out, because it's going to be a crazy finish, Monster.
This is it. I mean, we are going to find out. Listen, it's a lot of money on the line here, guys. We're talking $35,000 up on the line here for the region. We just watched one of the history-making games right there. Like that was, again, just Fortnite, you know, in a nutshell here. One of the last major competitions for the year. We get to close out and just get ready for the new.
Hold up. Did you say $30,000?
35.
Did you say 31,000? 34,000? 35,000?
No.
That's an insane amount. Let's go. Okay. So lots of money on the line. I really want to see who comes out on top. And, you know, you're talking about Glace and Trashy Follow. What happened to them? Well, global warming is a big thing that's happening right now, right? So the Glace obviously melting a little bit. That went down, and more people are starting to recycle to help that cause. So Trashy also losing a little bit of stocks in the name. Might need to, rename to reuse, reduce, recycle. I put some deep thought into this one. So
that was next level. I was going to correct you. I was going to correct you and shut that down by saying that's Glacier, not Glace. But nonetheless, you really picked it up with the Trashy piece. I can't even do that because it was so good. It was so good.
That's the back half, right? It's all about the back half.
And the back half really closed it. Really closed the deal for you. So I will not correct you, even though I still did correct you. As we take a look at the best plays of the entire day, by the way, as we're calculating these standings, we'll take a look at some key moments throughout the entirety of match 1 through 6. This is match 1. Aperta, always really high in the elims category, Monster, it seemed like.
Yeah, definitely popping off here. Definitely had a nice little showing on the day. Take a look here. Clicks and Day, again, definitely deserving of being in the package here. They had such a run, right, to come back in the final moments here. These are those early game pop-offs where kind of middling in a tournament, then all of a sudden took that meteoric rise at the very end there, giving us, again, one of the better games we can ask for a first type of competition. 3 teams at 100 points there coming into game number 6. What a way to watch it unfold.
Yeah, it's just absolute magic all around. It was just really fun. Cypher and Suscript also just popping up. You see a lot of zones moving. For me, I want replays in the future to have drill beats on them. I feel like it'd be a lot more immersive and enticing, and kind of add like a flow to it too while you're watching. I feel like all the kids love drill beat remixes, and remix kind of has the same first 2 letters as replay. So I feel like that's a definite possibility. So I feel like we should have a few producers see what we can do and possibly change the entire game.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, man. Monster, I know you know some producers, in Prac Court over there. I'm not sure if you can implement.
Do whatever you want to do. Just let me know. All right. Whatever you want, Poppy. We got it. We'll make it happen.
Well, Monster makes it happen. Unfortunately, Epic Whale and Arcrum not able to make it happen themselves this tournament. Obviously, a decent game number 6. They got maybe top 10, top 15, and an overall solid showing from them. Not certainly to that.
Whoa! Shout out NA West, of course, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
facts.
They hold it down.
Save
Best region. Best, you know how it goes, you know, maximum damage. They fixed the sword fight issue.
NA best.
NA best.
Shout out
That's what
to
I'm
NA
talking
best.
about.
Real talk though, you know, Epic and Arkham pick up a victory royale today. Again, one of the 6 few that were able to do it. So gotta put some respect on it.
That's insane.
On 80.
That's true. Absolute facts. Yeah, solid showing from them. Obviously, when all things considered, playing cross server, absolutely. You're used to winning championships, but nonetheless, still a very solid showing. That is for sure. And really a big surprise here was one of our qualifier teams. Again, that's what you love about this format. OSP and Revised on high ground. They take this win and were able to really consistently pull out top 3, top 5 finishes. They really perform, Shao.
Yeah, I feel like the one thing on my mind at the end of the tournament is how different would it be if wall running was added to the game? I feel like that would really change up the way Miro dives boxes, how the SMG meta works as well. I definitely feel like the results would have been different today if that mechanic was indeed inside the game of Fortnite.
Yeah, you know, sliding was added, red dots were added, maybe wall running's next. You know, you build yourself a nice little mansion and you run up it.
Yeah.
Wall running, back floating, right? We have so many good ideas here.
We already have jetpacks, you know?
Imagine you could throw a ball at another player and capture them, give them a move set, and then use them as like a pocket type of monster you could throw at other people. You know, that'd be
That's
insane.
a totally original idea. I've never started that before.
Incredible.
I don't know where you're getting this out of there, Shio. You're pulling.
Listen, man,
So good.
I'm complete of original ideas. This, by the way, like on a real note, that play from Aegis this entire game just felt like a fever dream. I don't think he should have been allowed to do this. There should be a fine for the man clutching in this way. I think that fine was that elimination. Yeah, that was actually nasty.
Honestly, if they win the tournament and, like, you know, again, you just kind of package up everything that they did in this tourney, like, incredible showing, and that's probably the best highlight we saw today, to be completely fair.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. They put on a show, man. I gotta say, it was like a running montage watching Aegis and Rise play. So regardless of where they finish, where they end up, kudos to them. I mean, if it's not first, it's second, right? So they really perform incredibly well. And then you gotta say, Day and Clicks here in match number 6. They did just enough, I think, to secure first. We'll see if that's confirmed as we're still calculating the standings, but did just enough. I mean, kudos to them as well for surviving into late game.
Definitely. You know what else though? I feel like if you ended up like mid-game playing or like in an end game and you got like 2 eliminations in quick succession, there should be like a drill beat that just starts playing, because I feel like it's very immersive and the kids really like it, you know? To reach out to the producers, see what we can do. I just feel like it's the future. We've got the med miss already in the game, so we're halfway there with that idea. You know, definite possibility.
Honestly,
we got all the collaborations we need with the hip hop artists already, right? We're like just a step away, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really futuristic and the kids love it, Monster, you know?
Seen it.
Can we play the EU replays as well? I'm down.
Yeah, can we throw Joby to it?
Now, Rise and Aegis, very big shout outs to them. Top placers, it goes crazy. And that's what I'm talking about. Revise and Os as well, they kind of started the day. Just put another real note in there. At the top, they kind of feel like they could have led the pack, but eventually they kind of teetered off as well. Mystery though, as to who came in first place.
Yeah, we're still waiting to see who it was that takes home that first place spot. We're gonna jump to a very quick break. When we come back, we will have the final standings ready, the reveal for who will take home a piece of that $35,000 prize pool and the NFT digital trophy. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Standings and the wrap up after this.
When I'm in an important match, my JBL Quantum 1 headset delivers the 3 things that I need the most: sound precision, communication clarity, and total comfort. I can hear my enemies reload, planting the spike, their footsteps, and even more. Echo canceling makes sure you're heard loud and clear to rally the troops. Active noise canceling eliminates outside noise so that my team and I can keep our heads in the game. Premium memory foam ear cushions, perfect for intense gaming sessions. JBL Quantum 1, sound is survival.
In 2020, the JBL Quantum Cup brought you the best of the best in competitive gaming. Watch this year's top teams compete, play with the pros, win JBL products and cash payouts. JBL Quantum Cup. Watch, play, win.
Welcome back, everybody, to the JBL Quantum Cup Fortnite North American competition, as we had 6 games completed as part of the overall JBL Quantum Cup. And if you're just tuning in or maybe not familiar, we have 3 titles throughout the weekend. By the way, this is just the beginning. We still got CSGO tonight in Asia and Apex Legends for all of Saturday and all of Sunday. So make sure to check out those broadcasts and competition as well. It's a festival of sorts heading in to the holidays. But for now, we're awaiting to see the overall standings and winners. We also had 2 other competitions. We had Asia, or AKA APAC for Fortnite, and Europe. Let's take a look at the highlights to keep you all up to speed on how things unfolded in the APAC region. Monster, walk me through it.
Wins taking things home here today, but hey man, the highlights say it all. You know, we had high tier competitive action throughout the week. I think the general consensus for the Fortnite community is if it's big money, big competition, best players, we're all for it. We're here for it. You can see Sorif pops off right here alongside, I believe that was Looter there. So big plays from some of OC's best, honestly.
Nah, most definitely. And it just kept going. Skits with the pop off as well. You're seeing a bunch of names in the feed. Vortscope, the eventual winners, just also popping off game to game. Basil, throw that in the cooking pot if you want a little bit more of a earthy vibe to your meal. Vortscope, though, is just, you know, absolutely a demon. And unfortunately for Zocker here in this game, can't build to the reboot van, gives them the power to land that last shot. It's just really nice. Locking also popping off here and there. You know how it goes. Clap in the face. That's what I'm talking about.
You love to see that, Lachlan. The Cypher PK of Australia, if you will. I don't know if that's a safe assumption or comparison, but nonetheless, shout to Lachlan nonetheless. As we, of course, saw Lachlan do his thing in the competition. I think he actually plays pretty decently. I think top 15, top 10, something of the likes. But shot to Lockie. But in the end, in APAC, it was Lego Ninja and Vortscope in first, Sorif and Looter in second, Looter of TNA, former teammates of Speedy and Muzz, Spiker and Raikou in third, and we had Moose and Reckless, then Suns and Skits in fifth. So kudos and congratulations to all of them for placing in the top 5 and taking home part of that prize pool. Let's take a look at the Europe highlights and competition. Shio had a chance to call that action as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was not EU whatsoever. It was actually the opposite in terms of a sound. It was like, wow, delicious, lots of fun. And that's because Snipe and Mirza were just popping off silently in the dark until the last game. It was cool to see. Stompy and Chicken were there too. Chicky and Trulex were cool to watch. Kind of give us a sneak peek as to how FNCS might be come the following year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Big performance here for the MCES boys as they all showed up and definitely putting a lot of work over the course of the weekend. Bad Sniper clearly ahead of the rest here. Quintel, he was just, again, on a tear. Quintel as well, showing up big time and tries to find us a little bit of highlights to OG showing that he still got it. Gets shut down right there. So all in all, though, EU is definitely dope. And I mean, like you said, Shai, you have the front row seats.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. We actually got to see Bad Sniper play games for the first time. I feel like all throughout last year, this man dropped in Lazy Lake and averaged 20th place. But today, he popped off. And like, he's a really good round 3 player, round 4 player as well. But sometimes in these finals, the man struggles. This time, the map's changed. You can't hold him down. There's no jail cell that holds back Bad Sniper. The snipers themselves in the game are a little bit worse. They're bad snipers, right? So it's kind of in his element overall as well.
Yeah, the meta quite literally just gave him a level up or a power up just by playing true to his name. And in the end of EU, Snipe and Mirza win it. Like you said, the MCES boys monster did show up. Jerky and Kinzel in second, Chicky and Trulex in third, Splash and Jamshood in fourth, and Decyptos and also MCES Bad Sniper, speaking of which, in fifth place, taking home a cool $2,000. Now, gotta clear my throat here because guess what? It's time. Standings are ready to see who will take home that top 5. First things first, 6th through 10th. Monster, walk me through it.
6 through 10. We got Subscript, Zypha, Charlie, and Spec. You okay? Jump up into top 10. I'm cool with that. Yuz and Cease here managed to pull the 105. Pump and Bizzle come in with the 105 tie as well. Glaze and Trashy slide down that melting iceberg of a mountain there, and they land just outside the money, unfortunately.
Wow. Insanity. So they place outside of top 5. With that said, our 5th place placement, $2,000 richer. Tahi and Bank, they do it up with $2,000 in the bank. Congrats to them. 4th place, Creo and Vert both get a solid game 6, which keeps them within the top 4. A cool $3,000 for them. Osp and Revise. Consistency is key, and these are the underdogs of this competition who played so incredibly well, so consistent. They get 3rd place. And that leads us to our final 2. We know who they are. We just don't know which order they're in. 1st and 2nd.
Who is it?
Whoa! They did it! No way, man.
Whoa.
That's
What a run.
crazy. What a run.
Legendary.
That's
gotta be
actually
kidding me.
nuts. That clutch from Agers by himself, and you know, we're talking about the best highlight reel. We're talking about Agers just popping off in that last game too, running through every single person with Rise right behind him. That is mad impressive. And in terms of the scale of a third-party prize pool, that is a big difference. Sometimes all you win is $5,000 in total. That's the difference they have from 1st and 2nd. They each walk away with 7.5K. I mean, and they deserve it. That is huge.
$7,500 for 6 games of Fortnite. It's crazy to think per person. Like you said, some little holiday bonus cash monster. Congratulations to them. They earned it. They had to perform in game 6, and they did with a pop-off show up. And of course, we thought it wouldn't be enough, but it ultimately was. 2 elims made the difference. 1 or 2 placements made the difference, but a huge congratulations as well to Clicks and Day as they both perform very, very well as well. A monstrous show up from both of those teams, but ultimately, you're champions of the JBL Quantum Cup featuring Fortnite in North America, Agers and Rise. Kudos to them.
Definitely a big game right there. And you know what? Couldn't have asked for a better person to cast alongside you boys right here. Definitely was fun getting the front row seats there. That last game was one for the books. And again, we got to see it come full circle as Agers and Rise just start going on a tear there at the end. You couldn't help but stick the cameras on them and watch what they were doing. You had to get it all on cam, and we sure did there. So big game for them. Happy they won.
I was gonna say the same thing. Shout out to our observers. They caught every bit of that action. I mean, they actually caught that last game perfectly. You guys casted it perfectly as we got to see them go on that entire tear on the low ground, and enough to win the game and win the competition. I mean, the difference between 1st and 2nd, first and 3rd would have been the difference between 1st and 2nd in the overall competition, which is just crazy to think. So I'm right there with you, Monster. It's a pleasure as always to be casting along or hosting alongside you guys. Great day of action. Shio, any final thoughts to close us out with?
GG's. That was fun. You know how it goes. And I just feel like if you guys want to take a lesson home from all of this, it doesn't matter if you hit top 5. It's about the friends you made along the way.
Man, so deep. So deep. If there's one thing you could learn, that's it. And also making top 5 and making some cash is pretty decent.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Both are cool. Friends and money. Both are good things. Congratulations to our winners and those who did place top 5. And again, big shout out to these 2. Thank you so much to every single one of y'all for watching. Everyone at home, everyone enjoying themselves. Some JBL Quantum Cup action. Like I said, this is a esports festival of sorts every single year now. At least the 2nd year in a row we've had a chance to do this, courtesy of JBL. Pristine sound from the best in audio engineering. Thank you so much to JBL for putting this together. On behalf of myself, I'm Fallout, alongside Monster D-Face, Shio Wager, Phil, and our entire production team that's up late over in Australia hosting this. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We have CSGO coming up later, and then we have Apex Legends North American competition on Saturday and Sunday. The weekend is far from over. We will see you there for some more JBL Quantum Cup. Have a great night, everybody.
When I'm in an important match, my JBL Quantum 1 headset delivers the 3 things that I need the most: sound precision, communication clarity, and total comfort. I can hear my enemies reload, planting the spike, their footsteps, and even more. Echo canceling, make sure you're heard loud and clear to rally the troops. Active noise canceling eliminates outside noise so that my team and I can keep our heads in the game. Premium memory foam ear cushions, perfect for intense gaming sessions. JBL Quantum 1, sound is survival.